Okay, so hi guys, you are welcome to our channel. My name is Moriah Ahanaya, and together with you we host this channel. Today we are going to be doing things a little differently. I'm going to be driving and talking to you guys. I'm on my way to my son's open day, by the way, and I didn't do the usual style of taking videos or doing videos for you guys today because first of all, there's no light at home, so there's a lot of generator, there's a lot of noise. Then I'm running late, or I was running late, and I know that I ought to put up a video for you guys today, so here we are. Hope you are having a lovely day, Toss. My day has been fun, wonderful. Yeah, then I told you already I'm going for my son's open day now. Anyways, what are we talking about today? You know, children grow very fast, and I was just reminiscing the other day about how fast my baby Joshua has grown. But when I gave birth to him, there were some things that seemed a bit strange and frightening, you know, and I thought to share some of those things with you today. Okay, so one of the things that I found strange when I gave birth to my son was that he didn't come out the way that I thought a baby would come out. His head was a bit abnormal. So rather than him coming out with a perfectly shaped oval or circular head, my son's head was like a cone. Was conish, but by itself or on its own, within a few minutes the head began to adjust, and the next time I saw my baby, after they had cleaned my baby was back to normal. So that was one of the things I found abnormal, the shape of his head when I gave birth to him. Now, another thing that I found abnormal was, you know, the first poop. I mean, I'd heard of it, but it was very weird to me. It was like it was blackish, like black muco. So some people say it's like tar. If you've seen tar when they're pouring tar, that was the baby's first poop, and it's called meconium, and that was really strange to me. Where were we? My phone slammed down. Okay, so another really strange thing that my baby was doing was he was making all these funny noises that seemed as if he had water in his nose. Like the night we got him, right, he was grunting and making all these funny noises that you make when you have a cold. And anytime the nurse came to check him, I would ask that, are you sure he's okay? As in, this kind of stuffy nose kind of, you know, sounds like he wasn't comfortable, but the nurse said he was okay. I mean, he had slept in water, he had been in water for about 9 months, so, and he's now out in open air. He will definitely adjust. So that was what she told me, and that's what I'm saying to you as well, mama or papa. If your child is making funny sounds or noises when you give birth to them, or when you're with them, or when you take them home, don't be bothered, except it's really serious, or except it seems as if they are wheezing, or their noses are, what was that thing when your nose opens and closes as if they're struggling for birth, then I guess maybe you can be afraid. But then it's normal for children to make funny noises, even kind of snore. Now, another thing that was funny to me, my baby is a boy, was that he had erections from very early on. And I was like, what? Like, what is this? What is happening here? But it was also very good because sometimes his erections, when we removed his panties, were indicative that he was about to urinate. So it kind of prepared us. Yeah. So yeah, he had erections, and that was a bit funny to me, or to us. Then another thing, this looks like the road. Moving back. So another thing that was funny, another thing that was strange about baby Joshua when we had him was he had breasts, like big nipples, and they were strong. Now we read about it because we found it strange as well. We read about it and we knew not to do anything about it. It was because of the excess estrogen that had come into his body from the mother, you know, during birth and everything, that caused that to be, and it would go away on its own. So my grandmother, one day, his grandmother took it one day. That's his father's mother. She was with us at some point. she took it and she was pressing it like she wanted to burst it, and we were like, no, don't do that, that's very dangerous, it's normal. Some of them even produce milk. I think it's called witch's syrup or something like that, or witch's liquid. Yeah. So guys, anytime I go through a bump, like, this is always annoying. Anyways, so do not burst. If your baby has a breast, or whether it be a guy or girl, do not burst it. In fact, they say some girls actually have discharge or period, little, like, tiny period. It's all part of the deal, because there's an excess estrogen that came from the mother that is in the child's, still in the child's body, at least for a few days or weeks. Another thing that we found strange was hair. My god, Joshua had a lot of hair on his face, like he was hairy. So I was asking the father that, I hope my son will not grow up and they'll be calling him werewolf. And the father was like, nah, it will fall off, it will fall off. And for a few months, the hair, I'll remind him, Shebi, you said this hair will fall off. Eventually it did. So do not worry if your child is excessively hairy. Yeah, so I had to park really, really quickly because it wasn't working. As I was moving or crossing a bump, then the phone will fall down. Moving on, one of the things I also found really super weird when we took baby Joshua home, or when we were baby Joshua the first few months, was he had this really super jerky movement, especially when he was sleeping. He would just go or something, like something super weird, and we're like, is he okay? So very, 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 very swift, like jerky, weird movements. And later on we found out that they are called Moro reflexes, and they happen to children. Like, it's normal for them to have those. It's part of their growth and development. And the final thing that I'll say I found weird was when my son would cry and there would be no tears. First of all, my son had the sweetest crying voice. Like, I've heard babies and sometimes it can be annoying, but whenever he cried, it was like music to my ears. But there were times that he had tears and there were times that he wouldn't have tears, and I'm like, but this baby is really crying and there are no tears. Oh well. So those are the things that I found strange, and that is today's gist. I hope we can talk about other things. I'll be traveling to Lagos soon, right? And yeah, I'll be taking you guys on that journey. I think that is something that's a lot more people find more interesting. But for my mommies and my daddies, I hope today's gist has been good enough for you. I'll see you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye.